Okay. All right. What up? Yo, Viper, what's up, brother? Brian, what's happening, my guy? Viper, sorry about last night. I would have stayed, but I had a headache. Oh, dude, never apologize, Viper. We have no expectation here, brother. We know that every single person has other things going on all the time. And if you can't be here, we are 100% okay. We know that you are here in spirit. So it's all good, brother. Never, ever have to apologize. Yeah. Yo, well, we were up late too the night before, man. Last night I was barely holding on. In fact, Labola had just showed up. It was like 2, and he came in and said, "Still going late, huh?" And I was like, "Man, you showed up just I'm about to get off." So, Horseman reached a lot of people. 1.8K, 2 stream. Oh, I know, man. That was beautiful, right? It was the biggest fellowship we've had, Viper. No doubt, 100%. So, that's why we're working on this today. We've got our Discord built. We've we're starting to set up our channels, and we're going to set up for voice and video chats in there. We're going to set up for where we can go one on one, or we can go in group. So a lot of things happening right now. Basically, I have to write down, you know, um, the steps that we have to go through to overcome, and so it's a lot different just telling you guys than actually writing these things down. So you have to, you know, with telling you guys, the wording can be a little bit. I can go into a lot more detail, and I don't have to be like straightforward with the writing. But when you write it down, you got to make sure you write exactly what you're talking about. So, thank you, man, dude. I'm gonna get my YouTube channel up, and maybe we can do a lot of things together. Absolutely, brother, 100%. And if you need help, setting stuff up, let me know. I know we're busy right now, but I'm always here to, lend a hand. That's what we're here for. Taran, hello, namaste. I'm amazing, brother. Right now, just writing down the steps to uh, overcoming evil, you guys. We will have this on our Discord here soon. Reach the ends of the world, brother. Absolutely. That's what we're trying to do here. Just give everybody that wants the chance to have the chance, 100%. So, and you guys know I've told you this. Keith, what's up, brother? You guys know I've told you this. When overcoming evil, number one, first thing you got to do is see what's going on inside yourself. You have to look within to see that the things that are going on in your thoughts aren't you. Step one. You have to know that in order to fix what the problem is. Charging my phone, stream later. Yeah, except I'm going to go see the boys for a little bit this evening. But then after that, I just don't know what time I'll be home. So definitely we can stream later. Torrin says, every time I see you, I see confidence and high self-esteem in me. Brother, that's God, man. That's exactly how God works. He gives you that in that moment when you need it, and then he brings that spirit inside of you, Torrin. So it may just come through me because that happens, like the God works through things like that. But he's wanting you to see that it comes through you, and you don't have to wait to have these moments, that he can come through you anytime. Just you have to see it within yourself. So amazing. Okay, 4:30-ish your time. Oh yeah, no, I'll probably be just getting up to Sanik's house. But that doesn't mean we can't do it. I don't know. We'll figure something out, right? Maybe we'll do something with him or something together. But either way, I'll let you know. We'll figure it out. Viper, I'm waiting to clock into work and saw this good way to waste my time. Brother, there's no better way than fellowshipping to that's definitely not a waste of time. For sure. I don't want to say it's a waste of time, but to spend your time, there's no better way than fellowshipping. Ace, yep, you're growing toots, man. Soon your channel will hit 10,000 subscribers, man. You're pushing and it's moving because of the push. Yeah. Well, I can tell you that, the change that we've made here in the channel, I can see how important it is. So we're going to keep doing what we're doing. Machine Gun Kelly, welcome, you guys. Wow. Look at you guys coming back. Hey, I see you. I see you guys. Welcome. Torrin says your Instagram. Yeah, I don't have an Instagram, brother. I am not into social media, you guys. It took Keith everything he had to get me to start the YouTube channel. I did. I fought for years and years and years not to come on here. I had a Facebook for my business for free advertising, and it's the only thing I've ever had. I never have done anything else. So Keith now has slowly started getting me into, well, actually, I guess Keith, no, that's right. Carnivore. Keith set me up with a Twitter as well. And I started a little carnivore Twitter, but man, like I said, I'm just not into, um, social media. So it just died. I haven't really done anything, but other than that, yeah, I don't have any other social media, you guys. So, but who knows, right? We keep growing and I keep seeing how to reach other people. Now that knowing that we can reach people through these platforms like this, who knows? We may open up everything. But again, I just don't want to have any expectation. Whatever happens, happens, you guys. Keith wears his glasses. He can't see without them. Blind in one eye, and I can't see out of the other one. Viper says, what's the question of the day? Ooh, we haven't got there yet. We'll have to wait till tonight. You gotta wait till tonight, Viper. It's always a surprise, man. I don't like to give people a chance to think about it beforehand because then they'll try and, make it to where they sound good instead of coming straight forward with that first gut reaction and the answer. That's what you want. You want to seek that initial reaction of the person when they see that. So we just try and give them a limited amount of time. But last night, I was surprised. I thought last night was going to be nuts, and it was very calm for the question. I thought for sure that when I asked what religion was God, the Bible thumpers were going to come out and it was going to be chaos. But see, that's what happens when I have an expectation, man. God showed me that wasn't it. So the one before, talking about not having judgment, discerning evil without judgment was so good, you guys. And I truly thought what religion was God was going to just be more controversial in that way. So I thought it would bring more people out. But instead, it was very calm. It was a beautiful fellowship. But it was just very calm and loving. And, you know, the, the, the chaos didn't come out like it normally does. A little bit, but not like it normally does. So let's see what happened here. Ace agreed. It's a nightmare, but I finally got something going. There you go, brother. Oh yeah, with channel. Yeah, Ace knows. He's an up and coming, YouTube channel trying to do his thing. And all Ace does is he tries to help other small content creators get, seen out there. He puts their names out and shares it amongst with all his community, and then they help other small content creators. So Ace, you're amazing, brother. Let's see. Machine Gun, Instagram has removed end-to-end encryption on their platform. Okay, I have no idea what that means, but thank you. I guess it means it's less safe, though, is what you're saying, Viper. By the way, there's a way you could send me that live stream on Discord so I can post it to my channel 100%. Let me just go ahead and do that for you. Yes, sir. Gotta go turn my computer on here. I'll just bring you guys with me. I can wait there. Yeah, absolutely, brother. I'd be more than happy. And then I got to get something on my PC here that dripped on it. I don't know what the heck that was. I bet it was a drip of coffee and I wasn't paying attention. Whoop. Okay. Let's see. Huh. Versus that I get off at 11. So hopefully I'll be able to get. Oh, dude, we'll be going. You don't have to worry about that. Just when you get off, no rush. Don't worry about it because when you come in, it'll be just the right time. It'll be absolutely perfect, brother. Nothing to worry about. Anytime we think that, that's what we do, man, but we think we're missing something, we think we're going to miss something, and then we get in our own heads about it. And then we rush things. We don't do what we're doing properly because we're just in a super big hurry because we think we're going to miss out on something, man. You're not missing out on anything. You're right where we need to be. Let's see. Okay, here's this. Let me get that stream. All right, I got your channel up. Let me just grab the stream. Computers. I'm not good with computers, you guys. Okay, let's see. How do you see evil without judging? Boy, that was good too, man. That was so amazing, you guys. And it's so important to understand that. I think very few people know how to discern evil in the proper way. Uh, Most people do it through anger. Let's see. Priest. All right, brother. Uh, this should be coming at you if I can figure out how to send. Why is there no send? Go. That should be linked to our Discord conversation. But just so you guys know, I think we're gonna move all Discord convo to the Habitual Overcomers channel. So I probably won't be doing personal conversation except with the few people that actually like help outside the channel. So if you guys are, wanting to eventually talk on Discord and everything, everything's gonna be going through the channel, not personal stuff. So be aware of that. So if you're messaging me, direct messaging me on Discord, and I'm not getting back to you, it's not because I'm ignoring you. It's because we're not going to be taking messages direct on there. It'll get too out of control. We're only going to work within the channel when it comes to questions, comments, messages, whatever you want to say to me. I don't care about any of that. You guys will decide that. But uh, we will have private rooms in there. We'll have private messaging and everything going on. So it's not like we're going to be exposing you guys, but we just want to keep it in the habitual overcomers and keep it out of, man, when you start getting into DMs, you guys, it goes crazy. So anyway, Keith knows he dealt with Discord a bunch before. And I can imagine before with Discord with just video gaming, it was absolutely insane. So imagine when we start telling the truth, it's going to get wild. All right, there you go, brother. Got you. Should be good. All right, what's going on? Something says Instagram ID. Says your Instagram. I'm not sure what you're saying, Torn. Sorry. I think it translated or something, Torn. I'm not sure what's going on. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, Viper and two. I can't wait to see you this evening, brother. Amazing. See, Aiden, where are you streaming from? Cool hat, by the way. Thank you, brother. I'm in Missouri. That's where I'm streaming from my home, but in Missouri. Ace, smart strategy, Toots. Thank you, brother. It's true and smart to just throw the question at them on the spot. Yeah. It's much more how do you say that, like natural, there's a word for it. It's much more you guys tell me the word, like when it's instant and it's natural. There's a word for that, but I can't think of it. Stelios, Stelios Cantos, Stelios Cantos. Keith knows what's up. Elias Cifuentes, is that the same thing as Stelios Cantos? They're very close. Elias. Elias Fuentes, Elias. All right, sorry guys. Michigan Kelly. End-to-end encryption is the only reason why your chats remain private and encrypted, and others, included Instagram itself, can view your message now. It's gone. Your message ain't private. Wow. Well, that's a shame. I'll see Viper. True. Well, I'm gonna get to work. I'm gonna pray for everyone, and you and I will see you. Pray for everyone and you, and I will see you tonight, man. Can't wait for it. Love you, brother. And I got it. Amazing. All right, good deal. Love you too, brother. Yeah, it'll be a doozy. I can't wait. He says, I remember that stream, How to See Evil Without Judgment. Yeah, very deep, you guys. Very, very deep. Oh, it's Jay. I'm like, what the heck is shaking right here? It's my cat scratching. Like, what is going on? I thought I was shaking for a minute. Shaking like a leaf, Toots. Keith, I misplaced my super cool turkey hat. Have you seen it? I haven't seen it. I have not seen it. I haven't seen it, bro. No turkey hats around here, brother. Ace, I understand that's why I put that root community together so you can talk privately or with the gang. Brother, Labola! Happy Good Friday. Very good, Labola. Absolutely. It is Good Friday, my friends, the Friday before Easter. Um, we'll probably talk a little bit about this. Now, when it comes to exactly the time frames, I'm not knowledgeable, but I can tell you guys that the story of Easter is absolutely amazing. It's beautiful. And man, the first time that I heard it told to me in a normal way, not through scripture, um, man, it's just so deep. There's so much deep meaning to it that you know, we get lost in the holiday. So yeah, it'd be very good. I can't wait to talk about it. But again, have no expectation. I'm not an expert. I'm not going to be able to break down verses, moments, time as the way some people can. So I invite everybody else, all you guys that are extremely knowledgeable biblically, to come in there and not only, make sure I'm giving accurate information, but come and fill in the blanks and all those other spots. And that's why we do this fellowship like this, guys, because I can't have everything. You guys got to have a little bit too, and you do, and we got to all share it with each other. So Mitchie says Jesus died so you can live. Amazing. Oh, he said, "Hey, Labola man, how you doing?" It came out hat, but I know what you're saying, Ace. He gets me, indeed. Machine Gun Kelly. Yeah, yeah, he gets me. Stanley. Let's see, Machine Gun Kelly. Jesus is God, indeed, brother. Ace and Toots, the word you're looking for is spontaneous questions. Very interesting, Ace. I don't think that was the one, but that is the same thing as what we're talking about. We want that spontaneous. Yeah, maybe it is the spontaneous answer. We'll work on it. We'll work on it. It does. That does. I mean, that is right. I just don't know that that's the word I was looking for. It doesn't feel like that. Genuine. Is it genuine, you guys? We're looking for that genuine response that comes without thinking. That instant, genuine response. That first one that's there before you have time to develop the thought around it. I think that's what I was trying to get at. Which spontaneous brought it to me. So thank you, Ace. Jamie says, "Yeah, I'm gonna need a hat like that, Toots. Do you know if it comes in camo?" They have a bunch, but I think this one's sold out, unfortunately, you guys. I got back on and looked because I was gonna buy one for Keith. I mean, I was gonna buy another one for myself, and they were sold out. So I'm looking. I don't know, but the company's called American Fetcher. So check it out. You guys go to their website. They've got a bunch of different. Um, they're based in faith, so that's awesome. But they're about hunting and homesteading life and you know country living more. Hunting though, I think it's mainly around hunting. So labs, they got labs, um, they got a bunch of different stuff. So go on there and check them out. I don't know that this came in camo though. I as far as I know, the hats are pretty limited. It's like, they make them special, and then once they're sold out, it's like they're gone, and I don't know that they ever make them again. Do they make fitted hats? I have a Dynaball head. No, they make the snapbacks is what it is. They may make a fitted hat again. It's so funny. My wife came home with this hat. I had no idea. I didn't know anything about this company or the hats or anything. But my wife came home with this hat and she goes, "Look, babe, I got you a hat with a big cock on it." And I mean, I laughed so hard. I said, "Babe, you know that's a turkey, right? Not a chicken." She goes, "Son of a biscuit, I thought that was a chicken." So, and we just laughed. It was absolutely hilarious, but I love the hat. As soon as she bought it, I was like, "I don't care what." I'm like, "Boom, that thing's going on." I've never found a snapback that fit. I understand. This one actually fits pretty good, but I do agree they're either just a little too tight or a little too loose. You gotta stick you need like a little band that you like Velcro or something inside that changes it that extra little bit so then it fits snug. Or grow your hair more, Jamie. You gotta get more hair. Or shave bald. You gotta commit to one way or the other. Oh, I wonder if that's me wife. My wife might be home. Let's see. Well, careful here. Okay. Sorry. Ah, Okay, okay, okay. Nice. Cool. Let's see that. Yes. Yes, thank you. Good. Yes. Yeah, perfect. Sorry, screening over here, so. All right. Sorry, I had to help the wife and she brought. Do you need me to go grab more stuff? No, that's it. Okay. Oh, let's see. They make a big head snapback company called Mammoth, I think. I've never tried. Oh, you mean they're just not big enough in general? Holy cow! You tell me you're all the way at the last snap? You got JD head, man. Buddy I used to work with. I mean, his head was like a pumpkin. I was like this. He couldn't wear any normal hats. He wore like a big custom made felt style hat. Like it was like a cowboy hat, but not like country, like super country. Yeah, the last snap. Okay, Jay. Dang, man, you do got a melon, brother. That's okay. God just wants you to have plenty of room in there for thought, brother. Very deep thought coming from Jamie. Or maybe that's Satan that wants you to have that big head of thought. I don't know. The bull says, I find it interesting that our government is run by a bunch of atheist heathens, but they sure are quick to take off work paid for by a Christian holiday. Ebola, brother, the insight, man. He wears an 8 fitted. Yeah, I'm like 7 1/4 or something. I think is what I wear, somewhere around there. Fitted size. It's been a while since I bought a fitted hat though, so I'm not even sure. That's right. What gas is the lake for 3.29? So I filled up the run. Okay, good, because I'm gonna be needing it to drive this afternoon. So okay. All right, let's see if I can write some while you guys are chatting here. This is holy cow, where did his eyes go? Only lost 2 of them. You guys, they were calling me 4 eyes last night, man. I'm not wearing glasses anymore. They got to me, man. They got to me deep. It hurt my feelings, you guys. So I'm done with glasses, man. Monsters they are. They're absolute monsters, you guys. Wonder if the term holy cow comes from the sacrificed red heifer. Mmm. Ooh, Jamie. Very deep. And says, you better overcome that, you 4-eyed, ugly little biscuit eater.
I mean, you're blind without your glasses.
You don't know.
I know.
You don't know me.
You're writing with that.
God gives me the ability to see. I that's a totally different subject. Don't bring up the fact that I can't read in front of people. Rude. No, I don't have anything on. I just haven't put my glasses on. They're over there on the table. I just for like close up, they're only for distance. And really when it's reading this, you guys see that I can see your text so much better without my glasses on. These little tiny texts is much easier for that's why you always see me pull them down and look over them because they're for distance. They're not for close up. And in my age, my close up vision is getting, although I think it's decent without the glasses, when you add the glasses to the close up, it's not good anymore. So, this is the greatest moment of my life was when they came out with astigmatism contacts. Wow. Amazing. Yeah, I've worn contacts too, but they're just so expensive, man. I just can't keep dumping money. I've spent, a couple $100 on glasses and then worn them for 5 6 years before. So just can't afford it, man. Although I live broke, it's my fault. I could go out and, earn more money if I wanted to, but I'm very happy the way it is. And I got some, things I have to take care of here at the home, so it's fine. I feel nothing about it. Oh, he's blind as heck. Psychic says, do you know anything about the 4-face cherubim meme? Absolutely not. Nothing about it at all. Never even heard of it. Would you guys calm down? What are you getting? You getting them treats? Oh, I see. You're going nuts. Nope, he's lying. He can't read nothing right now. Yeah, I'm actually, it's being read. You guys don't know, but I have a little earpiece in, and AI is reading me all your comments. So, gotcha. Jamie says glasses are harder for big heads than hats. Jamie. Yep. You got the glasses where the earpieces are bent way out like that when you put them on. And then it looks, they barely reach the edge of your eyes out here. The edges of your eyes are looking outside the edge of the glasses still. Good stuff, brother. Ruby says, hello, Jamari. Is Jamari? Where's Jamari? I think it translated to something else, Ruby. So, welcome. RTX, Jesus died so you could live. Amazing. Thank you, Jamie. Well, my typing will give your AI stroke. That poor AI. Okay. It might be heading past. I might be heading past you next week to drive to Ohio. What, Ken? Brother, let me know. Maybe we can have lunch on your way through. Wouldn't that be fun? Are you going to be by yourself or the whole fam, you're saying? You're going to have a load? That'd be okay, though. I'll call you, but it won't be far from you, I don't think. Man, that'd be amazing. I am, let's see, are you going to be going on, you're probably going to be driving straight down I-70, or you're going to take, it's either 70 or 50 you're going to be taking straight through, one of the two. So you just have to let me know which one.
I read this morning that
Yeah, they always have done that. They've done that for years. You know, those white lines on the road is how they mark planes sit up in the sky, and then they take a picture of that line on the road, and then however long it takes you to get to the next line, they do a mathematical equation. They can see how fast you're going. But they've done that for years. That's how they got Austin doing 160 plus. He got out of all of it though because they never caught him and they couldn't prove it was him. Mhm. So every ticket was dropped, but he had 3 tickets mailed to him, 160 miles an hour plus. That was the fastest they could clock him at.
they should have just had the cops go pick him up for that amount of
I was
speed.
thinking that we got while fam. Oh, you got the fam. Yeah, that's okay. But yeah, just a quick pop in. We'll go to some place with a little kids center, have some lunch, let the kids play for a minute, stretch your legs. I'm sure you guys are want to gonna get out and sit for an hour somewhere and stretch and and then get back in and start driving again. So Jamie, you know what keeps Kentucky from floating across Tennessee River? Ohio sucks. Nice, brother. Just kidding. Friendly border state rivalry. Amazing. Keeps his work throughout a mini fridge. He just got a new mini fridge. Nice. Yeah, they're crazy over there, Ken. They're absolutely crazy. Keith's garage is full of equipment he's brought home. That from the dumpster. Not that he stole, but from the dumpster. Yeah, they throw it straight in the dumpster. Chairs, and you know what they do? They cut the cords on them so people can't take them. Yeah,
Replace the cord.
yeah, Keith knows. He does it all the time. Keith's already got that down. He understands that replacing the cord. But oh, you just want to drive to North Carolina to dumpster dive?
Yeah.
Insane. Let's see. Keith says if it can fit in the Honda, which already has golf clubs, it's gonna be tight. Uh, you got a Anaconda in the back of your Honda? Let's see, Ken. Yeah, exactly. My thoughts. Just take a break. Yeah, it'd be amazing. That's insane. They're throwing. Yeah, they do it all the time. No, 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 no. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. You guys, calm down.
I think this drives it slower. That'd be better.
Let's see. 4K sliding door fridge. Yeah, he got a whole restaurant style fridge cooler with the big sliding glass doors, the giant one he's got out in his garage, full front glass.
They have nowhere to put
No
it.
idea.
And nobody wants it. What? Why don't they give it away?
Well, and the automatic towel dispenser. You just yeah.
Except for every time I want a towel, paper towel, it never works.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that we would figure that out, but that's only in stores that everybody's using. If it was here, it'd be fine. Let's harvest a minute here while harvest a minute here. Why does Keith have a shiny silver shield and I only have a bronze shield? I'm super jelly. Yeah, Ken. Here's the thing about shields, man. God gave you yours, and you have to be happy with the shield that you're given, brother. Jamie says, I went golfing last week for the first time in 15 years. Humbling experience. I retire. Nice. Keith went and streamed his golf game the other day on our stream. If you want to check that out, he was streaming. And I told him, I said, we're going to do some more of that. I want to stream some golf too. So next time I go and play, I will be streaming it. Oh, get good, bro. Get good. Hey, man, I'm not good at golf either, but I do have a post. Last time I played, I was at a charity event with my friend Ralphie, and it was the closest I ever had to a hole in one. I put a post. You guys go check the picture out. You'll see. I mean, it's like, where the cup is, and the ball is like on the cup. Any more, and it would have fell in, but it just stopped right. It died right on the. Probably the people who set the cup that day didn't set it right. I blame them. They should have set that cup better, and that ball would have rolled in. So we blame them. So that was the closest I ever came to a hole in one on a par three. Didn't quite get it, but who knows? Maybe someday. Going to the range today. Get good was meant for Ken's shield. Oh yeah, the shield. Get good, bro. Get good, Ken. I would say, Ken, you're just right behind him. You're right, but at least you don't have, one of those fabric shields. They're not very tough, brother. Those ones, dude, they're just enough to get you out of the enemy's way. Jamie's asking for a friend. If I shoot a 72 on back nine, can I just claim the 72? Absolutely. In fact, I would say you probably shouldn't even be counting some of those shots, man. Those shots aren't all the shots. Some of those shots aren't, they don't count. That's the way I see it.
Green pie, okay, though.
Babe, it was delicious. It was amazing. I would have told you, no, it was really good. Really good.
Because those ones are going to Maine.
What a ride.
I know, right?
Wow.
Just shipping all over the country and making a mess.
Women, you guys, I'm telling you. If all she had to do was look at what she was doing, and it would have prevented all of it. Instead, the whole time she's pouring something from one container to another, right? She's pouring it. She's looking over here.
It's like his biggest
And
pet
just still
peeve
pouring
was
it. Just still pouring it. Like, I don't care. I don't
Yeah,
care.
it's
And then she
stuffed
looks
it
around
out.
just in time to see that it's spilled everywhere. She does not care, you guys. But it's fine. I love her for it.
And get rid of this.
I try and tell her, but if she doesn't listen, hey, man, no reason to be angry about it. Yeah, you'd have to filter the fur. We round down, exactly, Keith. Yes, we round down. Yes, in the game, 100%. 25 mulligans is allowed, of course. You guys, we won that tournament. Oh, this is so funny. I'll tell you the story. This is hilarious. I didn't know that the story went like this at first. But so that charity golf tournament, two balls. Yeah, we always play two ball. That's why I was asking Keith if you guys play two ball. We always play two ball. Hit two balls, play the best one, and then finish off. You can still play two from the, if you want to, from the fairways and the approach, but you don't have to. You could just play the one, but if you need to play two, but yeah, we usually play two balls. So, yeah, so we go up, we meet the guys there at the golf course, and we're getting ready to tee off. And you can go in, you can buy these things that give you, what was it, a mulligan, a toss, a kick, a free drop. There's all these things. There's like 4 or 5 things on this list of cards. Cards are $10 a piece. All proceeds go to charity. You can use each one of the things on the card. So every time you use one, you would mark it off, you would mark it off, you would mark it off. So I think I spent like $50. I think I bought 5 cards for us in there. We'll come to find out that the other guys that came, they bought like 50 cards, man. And so it was just every hole. We'd get up there and he'd be like, all right, Mark, we're going up. So at the end, For some reason, I got lucky. I hit the I hit the closest to the pin on the par 3 that they had set up for closest to the pin, and also I hit the longest drive on the fairway that's for the longest drive, which I don't know. I'm not a long baller, but I guess they just weren't hitting the fairway a lot. They were probably coming off the side. It's a pretty narrow fairway. So I had that, and I marked it, and then afterwards, apparently, because we blew them out of the water, but, through those cards, we bought a whole bunch of those cards, and, that's what it's for. It's for charity. It's so we could, give to charity, and then that gives us the advantage. So anyway, and there was no rules on it. So we bought all those cards, we dominated. Well, then turns out afterwards, because I had hit closest to the pin and drove the longest drive, and then everybody was talking about how close we had to a hole in one. And then since we won by so much, we won by like 10 strokes or something. Everybody was like, they brought in a ringer. They're still mad about it, Ralphie said. He said they still talk about it all the time in there. And they think they brought in a ringer when they brought me in. And those guys know though that I was not that good. I mean, I got lucky a couple times, but not that good. And it was so funny. And I didn't even know that until Ralphie called me later. He's like, I was like, man, we need to do another, golf tournament or whatever. I'd like to come play with you. He's like, I don't know if you're welcome back. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, dude, they're still mad about that last one. He said they're still sitting around the office talking about how we cheated, how we brought in a ringer. So I was like, yeah, I laughed. It was a good time. It was a lot of fun though. All for charity. Huh? We won. Yeah, we won. Because they didn't win. Because not only did we win, we won by so much, but I took everything. It was just coincidence, though. Like I said, I'm not that good. It's not like it was surely coincidence. Yeah, I played one good game. That was it. Actually, it was just a few good holes, even. Wasn't even the whole game. Need a dog at the turn? Yeah, 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 yeah. That's the rules, baby. Them's the rules. You ever play glow ball night tournament? No, but I've been involved. I used to work at a golf course. I worked at the golf course for about 10 years. So I got a bunch of glow balls and the glow things, but I never thought it was a good idea to go out and have golf balls hit at you in the dark. I always felt that was not safe. I've already been hit by golf balls out there in the daylight, so I don't need to be out there in the night. Redmond, leave her be. Redmond, leave her be, bud. Leave her be. It does look fun though. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's fun when they get out there and do it. You can see the balls going through there. You see the big streaks of color and stuff. But um, again, you just can't see if someone's down there. And if you pull up to hit, you don't see where they are. You hit, next thing you know, a whole group comes out from right where you hit to. You're like, oh, I didn't see them. It's so dark out there. There was no light out there on the golf course. They didn't have like, it wasn't lit up at all once you get out there, just from the pro shop and the street lights on the way up. But once you got out onto the course, it was pitch black out there. Oh, really, Jamie? You played one of this course? Yeah, I have a course that's close. It has nothing to do with the distance for me. It's all about money. I just, I struggle to pay that much just for a little bit of self enjoyment for that amount of time. Oh, Torrin, you're very welcome, brother. If you're talking to me, of course. That's what we do. Once God gives you that ability to see, you truly understand everybody because we're all so much the same, Torn. It's just we think that we're the only ones. We get that idea like, oh, why am I the one that's suffering? Why is nobody else dealing with these things? Turns out, man, every single person in the world's dealing with them, brother. Just that we didn't know that. We're too busy looking at our problems to see that everybody's got the same thing. So, yeah, I'm gonna mute you guys for a second. My wife's gonna use a grinder blender, so it's loud. I'll be right back. Back for a second. She's gonna grind again. But let's see. I got all the answers, but 90% I laughed at that. I was telling them already. I got all the answers, just 90% of them are the wrong ones. Jerry says it's like that Sex Panther cologne math on Anchorman. That's right. It works. What is it? It works 100% of the time, 60% of the time, or whatever it is. Yeah, good stuff. Too funny. Too funny. It was it 60% of the time. It works every time. I think that's what he says. Redmond, please, buddy, get off. Oh, okay. What is this? Some sort of a weird train you guys are doing? You're licking his butt and you're licking her butt? No, absolutely no. We don't do that. A butt licking train over here. Absolutely not. Redmond, and then you don't just cut out the middleman and go straight to that butt either, dude. Get out of there. These dogs, man, they're super into butts. They're super into butts. Oh, mutant. Brother, you know, man. Amazing. I was just telling your story there, Jamie, to my wife. Absolutely hilarious, brother. Oh, she grinded. Yeah. Baby grinding? Yeah, yeah, she grinded. They're at Rockingham this week? Who's they? NASCAR. Okay, gotcha. Of course. I figured that NASCAR. Just the way you said it, I thought when you said they, maybe there was more to it than that. Stubbs, that is not for you, dude. Do not eat that. Don't eat Stubbs. Don't you eat it. Oh, bad. Stubbs is trying to eat your tape or whatever you got over here. Yeah, Jim says should have loaded every station to the max ahead of her. Oh man, Jamie, now that's not love, brother. We must show perfect love. Yeah, unracked. Yeah, no, I know what you meant. Trust me, I know what you meant. We must show them perfect love, Jamie. We would be no better, brother. But I understand. I know that it's just, we're having a good laugh. But I got to tell other people because they may not know, Jamie, that, you know, we love our enemies. And we especially love them because they know not what they do. I would have loved seeing her. Yeah, that would have been, it would have been funny. But we just would have been building more anger and more anger and more anger. Yeah, butt licking train. Yeah. Disgusting. Jamie probably would have got me too'd. Probably would have got me too'd. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, like the Me Too. Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. That took me a second, man. It's been a while since I heard that one. Me too, baby. Jamie says, "Wish I had room and money for a solid home setup." Yeah, yeah. It's not easy, man. I had to put mine on a credit card and pay it off over a long period of time. I think I paid mine off over 5 years. So, um, let's see, we bought it. Maybe it wasn't quite 5 years. No, maybe we paid it off in 3 years. That's what it was. I think it was 3 years. I think I had to put a 3-year loan on a credit card for it. It wasn't really like a 3-year loan, but on the credit card, and then I paid it off in a few years. So, but I specifically used a credit card that was just for that. Took out the credit card, bought that on it, and then paid that off. So maybe it was something. It was true. I don't even remember now. I do remember that I had to make monthly payments on it though for quite some time. You remember how many years we had to pay on the gym equipment? Oh, my wife says like 5 years we paid on it. Okay, see, I thought that it was 5, but
5, something like that.
yeah, bought it probably like what at the end of 19, beginning of 20, somewhere around in there.
Then we got it paid off.
No, that we bought the equipment. When did we buy it?
We bought it way before 2020.
Oh,
We bought it in like
I thought we bought it during COVID.
No, we bought it before.
Oh, we did? Oh, see, I don't even remember, man. My wife says we bought it before COVID.
Because it was after Andy moved out,
Uh-huh.
but it was definitely before.
See? Look at how thought tricks you guys. Our memory is doo-doo.
My mom died.
Baby, I don't remember. You can tell I don't remember. I wouldn't even argue. Whatever you say, I just accept it because obviously I don't know.
I don't even remember when Andy moved out.
Let's see, Jamie says, yeah, okay. Wish I had weights are insane cost now about to put concrete into flower pots with a broom handle. Hey man, so I would do that too, brother. To be honest with you though, that dumbbell set I got from what was it? What's that place? Was it Dunham's? Yeah, I think it's called Dunham's, but like it's an academy style. But it was only like I think 250 or something, like 250 for what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pairs from 5 all the way up to 35 pounds. And I mean, you can do a lot with that. You can do a lot with those with that amount. And then I bought like a bar that's weighted. I think I have it's like like 15 pounds or something bar. And then I just take straps and I put my dumbbells and strap them to the end. And so then I can just put it up on my shoulders for squats or deadlifts or whatever. So and then I bought a little plastic holder that's like turns it into a kettlebell, but it just kind of clamps around your dumbbells so you can any size, any weight. And man, it's super versatile. So I do a lot with that. And it was very reasonable in price. And then you just get a bench. I think my bench was like $100. So you're probably under $500. You can have at least good enough a setup to do some really good exercise with it. Not heavyweight though. If you want to push big weight, Jamie, which I feel like you're talking about, yeah, it's going to be expensive, man. I stopped lifting heavyweight a long time ago, brother. I gave up that life.
Like after your car accident.
Yeah. Well, no, I still did things for quite a while after my car accident. That's what brought me back out of it.
Flipping tires and shit.
Yeah. I can tell you this though, Jamie, when I got hit by that car, I healed like freaking Superman, dude, with all that stuff in my body. Absolutely healed like Superman. It was crazy. Um, I was on a lot of um, PEDs and HGH, and I mean,
If we could shit, I would be so
I think we even took insulin with HGH sometimes and stuff. We were really, we were really wild back then. So yeah, but after I got hit by that car, man, it was like, I don't know. I healed quick. 2 weeks. Was it even 2 weeks? It might have been 1 week and I was back in the gym. 1 or 2 weeks and I was already back in the gym. And I had broken ribs, a punctured
I
lung.
mean, you couldn't breathe for a while.
Yeah. And then I was beat up all over my body too. I had scars. I still got scars like under my arm. This is where the car hit me. I was riding my bicycle. And he came out from this side. And so I tried to turned into it, took the whole impact to my shoulder. But I'll tell you what, my helmet, it was amazing. I tell everybody, wear a helmet always on that stuff. That helmet hit that car, shattered like glass. That helmet shattered everywhere, but I had zero head injury. No head, no neck, nothing. Completely 100%. My brains would have been splattered. Think about what it did to my ribs. My ribs weren't even the first thing to hit, and it still broke my ribs. If my head would have hit that, which is the first thing, the helmet took the impact with my shoulder, I'd have been dead. My brains would have leaked out on the ground right there. And yeah, I got hit by a car, brother. Let me see here. Hold on. Doing this. Let's see. Jimmy says weights are insane. Oh yeah, we talked about that. I stay off. If I stay off Super Pharma, I may afford it. Well, that's also deep, man. That stuff's expensive. Is that like a website where you can order stuff like that? I assume. I don't know. I never got anything off a website. Actually, most of the stuff I got was made in a buddy's basement, so very dangerous. Yeah, I got hit by a car, Ken, in 2014. Um, So me and my son both at the same time. We picked up his bicycle from the bike shop, which my wife dropped us off with my bike so we could ride home. We're riding home down the main street, no stop signs on our street, just straight through. Me and him, middle of the road, riding down. Car pulls up, I see the car pulling up. He stops at the stop sign like he's gonna, stop. So I just keep going. Next thing you know, bam, he just darts out and we're right there. I mean, there was just no time, couldn't do anything. Zero time to react except for just even my son was behind me and he couldn't react in time. He hit the car too. So that tells you how instant it was. People always say, oh, well, because I rode a certain style of bike that people are like, well, you were riding, too aggressive, the style you're riding. It's like, man, he was riding bike with brakes, with all of the works and still couldn't do it. There's no way I could have reacted in time. So anyway, Jamie says, I have to cut the weight. I have, oh, yeah. How much weight? Wait a second. How much weight are we talking about? What were you talking about? How much weight? What are you saying when you're asking how much weight what? I'm just not sure. How much weight did I lift? How much weight did I have? Did I buy? How much weight on the machine? I'm not sure what you mean, brother. Jamie says, I have to cut the weight. I have MS and lifting big destroyed my joints. Jamie, my wife has MS. So it's one of the main reasons I stay home because she went through some hard times. And she's doing good now, but you never know when something's going to happen. She used to pass out. She used to have real bad low blood pressure. I'd come in, she'd be on the floor, passed out, busted her head open, blood all over. I mean, bust her face on countertops and stuff. It was so bad for a long time. So I basically just had to stay home. Not to mention that my mom got cancer too. And so she was going through so much. I had to be there to help her. And after that time period, I had been hit by the car and then all that came. And my wife had MS for years, but it was a tough time that we're having. But so yeah, so I just decided, I said, hey man, money's not everything, right? Let's just we're okay. I can make enough to get by. Let's just be poor, and that way I can be here and not be gone all the time and then show up and something bad has happened. So we made that choice to live poor, but to make sure that we're taken care of. So that's the way it goes. Let's see. Jim says, that's crazy. The car accident. Glad you made it through. Yeah, me too, brother. It was wild. It was absolutely wild. My son, he hit the back, so it was a truck, or it was one of those Ford Explorer Sport things that has the little bed on it. I hit the back door. Just seen it. The door was caved into the car. Window was out of the frame, bent in the car, still in the frame though, like in it, like it was still connected, not broken, but it was broken out of the upper frame and just like in the car, just sitting there. The glass was, and but still together. And the door was caved in like a deer had hit it at full run. I mean, it was just completely the whole side of the. I saw that truck years later. They never fixed that door. They never fixed that door. It was still completely caved in.
The bed.
Yeah, so and then my son, he hit the bed, put a huge dent in the bed, and he went flying over the bed. So he didn't get hurt like I did, like broken bones and stuff, but he had road rash much worse than I did. The car took my impact and stopped me. I had almost no road rash. He flew over the car, hit the pavement, almost all road rash, but no internal injuries like me. So yeah, it was wild. Jamie says, yeah, I get Deca, Dynabol, and Clenbuterol from there, but this going to be the last cycle and finding a peptide to switch to amazing. What do you use for when you, it's been so long since I've been out of this business. Um, what do you call it when you come off of it? Um, for post, what do you use for your post cycle? Um, I tried clenbuterol, but man, that stuff messed with my heart so bad. I could feel my heart fluttering all the time. I couldn't take it. But we use Clomid. I think Clomid is what we used for post cycling off to balance back out. I don't know how well it worked, but I think that's what was called Clomid. Anyway, should we be talking about this stuff? Ken says, why not? To not be able to talk about the truth would be insane, right? Jamie says, yeah, oh yeah, we read that one. He's got MS, so lifting heavy weights destroying his joints. Yep. Well, MS is destroying the joints. It's just when you go to lift heavy weights, it's not going to help. They're already in very bad shapes. Degenerative joint disease comes hand in hand with MS, right? But I'm not the expert. She is, but um, man, it's so tough. So you know, our thoughts and prayers and all our love goes out to all of you, but to you, Jamie, for dealing with that, man. It's a lot to deal with. I understand it. My exacerbations are getting worse. I am progressive MS, so time to make changes. Jamie, at least you see it, brother. See it, you know what to do, make those changes, and don't even think anymore about it. Don't think about the past, only move forward, brother. I can tell you this, my wife, she thought she was dying. Doctors didn't know what was going on with her, so many things. And when we came, I told her, I said, man, these medicines, you've got to figure out what's going on with all these medicines. There's no way that you can take this cocktail of pills and expect to feel good, including, Vicodins and Ritalins and Xanax. And I mean, and they want her to take it all the time. And the doctor just kept pumping them higher dosage, higher dosage. I told her, I said, and then on top of it, all those MS drugs, low blood pressure drugs. So she slowly started weeding them out. And then one day she weeded one out and realized that that was the one that was causing, not, it may not have been directly that, but whatever's going on with her system, it was causing her to have the low blood pressure fall out. And the doctors were like, "Oh, we don't know. Here, just keep taking this drug. We don't know. We don't know. Here, take these drugs to overcome this drug, and take this whenever you feel this. And if you feel down, then you take this to come up. And if you feel up, then you take." It was insane. But as soon as I, was able to convince her, hey, let's just try and back away from the pharmaceuticals, man, God started healing her from the inside. And I'm not saying he healed her MS, but she doesn't have that issue anymore. In fact, it's been quite some time since she just straight passed out. Now she gets lightheaded still sometimes, but much stronger than she used to be. So How many it's been years since she passed out.
Probably like 8.
8? Wow. Yeah, something like the in Ederville was the last time, but I think you were holding your breath too long is what happened in Ederville. It didn't even have to do with an issue. You just
My breath had
yeah, yeah. She just held her breath too long and she passed out. So let's see. Ken says, hold on, wait. Jamie, I only do milk thistle seed Novalex to prevent gynecomastia. Okay, there you go. Ken, one of my friend's sisters had MS and she had seizures and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, man, it's tough. MS is one of them ones that everybody's kind of so different in what they get and the symptoms, and there's such a broad range. Yeah, it's tough. And treatments are tough for that too. And finding medications are tough for that way too. So, because just pumping her full of drugs, what a shame. Yeah, it was. He was a drug pusher, but you know, I get it. I understand that once you get into that world of pharmaceuticals, plus her mom was a nurse. And like when someone believes that medicine is the only answer to healing, um, it's not. It can help you. Medicine can help, but it's not that's the only answer. You can't just, think I'm gonna take drugs for the rest of my life and it's gonna be just fine. There's gonna be repercussions for it. So Mars says Jesus died so you could live. Absolutely. Thank you, you guys. Thank you. Thank you, Mars. Appreciate it. Love you too. James says, I take nothing for pain outside of being 15 years sober. I'm allergic to acetaminophen and ibuprofen. Nice. Well, I talked her into transferring from all those pharmaceuticals to just marijuana. I told her, I was like, trust me, if you're going to take something like that and you have pain and you need to overcome that pain, something more natural like weed is going to be so much better than all these pharmaceuticals. And, in doing that, she was able to overcome Vicodin, Xanax, Ritalin, Percocet. Not that she had Percocets all the time, but she had them sometimes. What else? Morphine. Did you have methadone?
They did give me methadone at one time. I never took it.
Oh, she didn't take the methadone. Yeah.
One that was like a high.
Yeah, it was just like it was perk. It was like whatever they call that Percocet, but without the buffer in it. Yeah. So like perk tens or whatever they call them on the street, but I don't know what the actual name is. But yeah. So, as soon as she started doing that, she started coming out of all of that. And people can think whatever they want about, smoking weed or whatever, and that's fine. But I can tell you that if you're in a life of pain and, you're gonna need to overcome that with something, pharmaceuticals is not the answer, man. It will pull you into addiction like you wouldn't believe. And I'm not saying marijuana can't have its issues too, but it doesn't destroy the body like pharmaceuticals do. So, and you can get through that and it's natural and you don't get withdrawals. Yeah. And if she doesn't have it, it's just fine. She's not going to not sleep tonight if she didn't have it or something like that. I mean, if she didn't have her medicine, she wouldn't be going to bed. She would be in pain, suffering, withdrawals. Sometimes the pharmacies would mess up and she'd run out and then she'd be doing without and they wouldn't want to help her. And then they act like she's a drug addict. She comes and she says, hey, you guys only gave enough for this amount of time. And then they act like it's her fault that she took it according to the dosage. Like, well, we can't give you any until your insurance does it. Like, what? What in the heck is wrong with people, man? You clearly know that she's taking this stuff as prescribed. She comes on the day that she runs out. She doesn't show up beforehand, but yet the people act like she's a drug addict or something, man. It's wild. They're the ones that prescribed it to her, not the pharmacists, but the doctors. The insurance companies approved it so many times. Then the pharmaceutical companies act like she's a drug addict, man. It's wild how that cycle works. It's absolutely disgusting, actually. Let's see. Uh, Jamie, not to be a conspiracy theorist, but 100% my MS went wild after COVID vaccine. They may not be related. Who knows? We did not get vaccinated, brother. We were not going through that. They tried to make her. That's what MS tried to do, Jamie. I understand because her doctors wanted to refuse to see her because of it. And I told her, I said, you stand strong. You tell them you don't care. If they won't see you, you won't come back. It's that simple. Okay. If you won't see me, then this is it for us. And every one of them went against what they thought they had to do and let her come and still be in there. And she just kept with it long enough. They kept trying to make her, kept trying to make her. Now it's over. They never ask anymore. They don't care. It's totally different. It was one of those things where they were blinded and so they took it out on everybody else. But yeah, absolutely not. And I feel for you, Jamie, because you probably went through that same thing too. They probably said, hey, we're not going to deal with you if you don't do this. And that's absolutely disgusting. Ken said, yeah, oh, yeah, 10,000% weed is way better than any prescription painkiller for sure, Jamie. We just became medical marijuana state. I've thought about it, but scared it will make me seek harder vices. Jamie, for sure, get right with God first. Understand what's going on inside yourself, and then you can overcome that. That's just a thought, too. You've already, you've already used, Jamie, by saying that right there, that you're worried about harder vices. You might as well just think of that as you've already used. Don't put that thought inside of you, even if it's just a thought. See that that thought comes, and then go through it, and don't let that thought come into you, man. Don't take that thought into your heart.
The edibles in particular.
Oh, and my wife says smoking what helped a bunch, but she said edibles are the what helps her the most. She said eating it and digesting it and going through the liver and through those enzymes, it totally helps with the nerve pain and all of that. And it's not as, heady, confusing feeling as if you smoke. So yeah. Hey Jamie, if you'd like to talk to her sometime, I'm sure she would, give testify for you guys about what she's experienced, not only through God, but through MS and her experience in that. So we'll probably have her on sometime and do that. That'd be amazing. Um, yep, Bible says God put every plant here for our use. Absolutely. Just not for our abuse, you guys. See the difference between using it medicinally and abusing it, and God will show you the right way to do stuff in your heart. And nobody can judge that. People will judge you for it, but don't worry about that. God's the only one you have to worry about, not man. Jamie, when I was in active addiction and lied to doctors, they wouldn't give me anything. Tell them the truth. They try to load me down with narcotics. Isn't that wild? Tell them you're addicted. They want you to take more. Tell them, lie to them and say that you're not addicted, and then they'll try and take you away from it. It's so wild. Totally bad. I don't get it, Jamie, but you're right. My wife's that did the same thing. As soon as she stopped taking all that stuff, and then she changed doctors because she didn't want to go to that pill pusher anymore. She went to the next doctor, and the next doctor was like, well, I'm not just gonna give you any of that stuff. Like, we're not asking for that stuff. We're asking you to help her in any way possible, like, whatever you can do. He assumed that we were trying to get him to give us drugs. Like, we were recommended to you because we were told that you were a doctor that was understanding and that maybe you could help in some way. We didn't say, "Oh, give us Vicodin or else." We said, "Give us help." What is there nothing else than just a pain pill? Or it was crazy, man. It was wild. Unbelievable what's going on with doctors. Yeah, but yeah, Missouri became, legal medicinally here, and then after that it's all history. She's free of all pain pills. No pain pills whatsoever. Just and she only takes that. Yeah, she won't even take them during surgery. She'll take Vicodin for a couple days afterward, then she's off back to ibuprofen. Because she's had several surgeries, with the joint stuff. She's had both knees replaced and both hips replaced already. So let's see, Ken, they were pushing the COVID stuff on everyone. They sure were, Jamie. My job actually forced me to take COVID vaccine. Yeah, your job too, man. What a shame. How terrible. Keith can testify to this. Keith refused, man. Keith was willing to lose his job over it. He said, "Hey, fire me." And he's still working today. Oh, speaking of which, can I borrow your catalytic converter? Completely unrelated, Keith says. Sure, bud. JB says, I've never smoked weed, so I don't know, but I have also never been seen anyone steal catalytic converters for weed. Right, 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 right. Yes, indeed. Yeah. No, there's a great one. What is it? I think it's Half Baked when Dave Chappelle gets up on the stage and he's like going to rehab, and then who is it? I think it's Bob Saget. He's like, "Oh yeah, you ever suck dick for weed?" And he's like, "Whoa!" He's like, "That's not addiction. Get out of here, you pussy!" And he, yelling at him. So pretty funny. Yeah. Luis, um, what is that? Tongue, spirit tongue, face with tongue. Thank you, Luis. Amazing. Hello. Jimmy says, haha, yeah, Bob say, yeah, that was some funny stuff, right? Yeah. You ain't no addict. You're just weak. Oh, she's definitely sneezing it up in there.
All over the place.
What did Keith send me? Keith, you sent me something, but I can't see it. And if I click on it, it's going to pull me out of here. So, let's see. Ken says, Keith, whoa. Yeah, Ken says, are you more towards I-70 or I-44 East? I-70. No, we're probably closer to 44 here. Actually, yeah, we're probably closer to 44 on this side. I think 44 is right out to Lebanon, right? We just shoot out to Lebanon, and then isn't that where interstate is that 44 that takes you to Springfield? Ken, I'll have to look at a map, buddy. We'll have to talk about it after stream. I'll sometime we'll get the map out and I'll look exactly. I think I'm closer to I-44 here. If I was where I used to live, I think I'm closer to I-70, but either way, it doesn't matter, dude. I'll drive to meet you. Yeah, you don't gotta worry about that, buddy. Keith Toots, what's your longitude and latitude? Asking for a friend. Nice. Keith says, just a meme? What are you talking about, just a meme? Oh, what you're saying, brother. He says, I was a peer support specialist for a rehab center, and it was for loving my work and all my clients. I probably would have refused. Oh, dude. Yeah, brother. Man, we make decisions, don't we? Just know that if you made the decision with love in your heart, man, God will take care of you. You got to let go of the rest, man. Don't live in thought. Just stay out of it, brother. But God bless you, man. That's beautiful. Sometimes works are greater than ourself in that way, brother. God knows that. So if that isn't the, the definition of selflessness, I don't know what is, brother. Jamie says, so special, I typed it twice. Special ed. And there's two I-40, there are two I-44, one more southern than the other. There's two I-44s? I don't think that's possible, Ken. There may be an I-44, like Route 44 and Interstate 44, but there can't be two interstates, right? There can only be one. Isn't that how roads are labeled? Like the next one will be 46 and then 48 and then 50. And then the other ones are the other way. It would be, 50, 51, 63, 76, 75 or whatever. Their odds go the other way. So I don't know, Ken. We'll check it out. Keith, I believe Toots has become more Southern. So yes, Ken, I've become more Southern. What are these questions? Uh, oh, okay. Because of where I'm at. Yeah, nice. Excuse me, I-40 is the most southern. Yes, Interstate 40. Yeah, that one I'm not close to. I'm close to Interstate 44 and Interstate 70 are the two main. But Interstate Highway 50 also runs right through here as well, very close to me. And isn't that the highway we take? No, we take 70. You can take, if you're coming through Colorado, Ken, you can take 70 or 50. 50 will take you into Colorado Springs or Pueblo, somewhere further south. I think maybe Pueblo 50 takes you into. And if you go north, I-70 out of Denver, that'll bring you straight through Kansas and straight to where I'm at. And then I think it just keeps going through to St. Louis, but I can meet you if you want to come that way. If you're coming through Colorado, that's the easy. I mean, that is super easy to come through like that. And plus, you're going north. You're not going to want to go the southern route. So you're going to want to stay up on the northern route, which is going to be I-70, would be my guess, Ken. And I can meet you on right off of I-70. You can just pop off in Columbia. I'll drive up to Columbia and meet you, and we'll just hang out right on I-70. Columbia is. And then you just pop right back on the interstate, and out you go. Jimmy says, how can there be two? Oh, two what? Sorry, how can there be two? Oh, two interstates. Yeah. Yeah, Jamie, you're right. Could be 44 bypass. Right. That's what I was thinking. Jamie says like Atlanta. So that's Atlanta. Okay. Yeah. I don't know about that either. I live on Highway Hill. I live on Highway Hills Have Eyes at the junction of Wrong Turn. Uh-oh. Well, if you hear the banjo playing, dude, run. And says, yeah, we will discuss it, but probably will take 70. Yeah, I would say that's a smart move. I always take 70. It's boring, but higher speed limits, and it's straight. Man, when you hit Kansas, you can just take a nap and let autopilot take over. Not really, but it's just straight flat. I think Kansas is 80 all the way through, but don't do 85. For goodness sakes, do not do 85 in Kansas. Just do 80. Trust me. Yeah, they're just looking to jam you up there. If you the one living in the you the one living in the hills, huh? The Whitaker family literally 35-minute drive from me. Oh boy, he's not kidding. Wrong Turn movie's based on them. He's serious. He lives there. Yeah, the Whitaker family that the Wrong Turn movie's based on. He lives 35 minutes from that.
It's based off of
Real off of real people. Yep.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Be worried about some of the folks that live around here. I'd be real scared around there.
Yeah.
Be careful.
That's all right. I got plenty of protection here, you guys, so nothing to worry about. The hills ain't the only thing with eyes around here, if you know what I'm saying. Keith says, "Why are you constantly going across the country, Ken?" He's a journey. He drives cross country.
Charlie's trying to force me to put her in bed. You want to put her in bed?
Yeah, I'll put her in bed. I'll put this dog in bed. They wasn't killers, they were just stereotyped. Yeah, that makes more sense. Based off of people that were just weird, but they made them into something else because people are crazy.
Oh, oh, like that.
Definitely.
Charlie! Hi, Charlie.
I did take the puppies out, but Roman may need to go in between again because he's really had a lot of feed. But nice bright yellow, looks great. So, yep. So maybe we panicked. Yeah. I mean, isn't it possible they could have just had something happen and it doesn't mean that it's permanent? Could he have just had an infection? And it's that simple that something got into it and caused an infection? I mean, he does have a pretty weak immune system. All right, guys, let's see. They weren't killers, Jamie Whitaker. Nice. He's their family. He's part of their family. Yeah, Keith. They weren't killers, you guys. They weren't wearing other people's skins? I thought they were they weren't killers, but they were wearing other people's skins. James says for a good reason, couldn't find lunch meat, more inbred. All right. They may bark at you, but they're harmless. They're all bark and no bite, babe. You guys are funny. And just so you guys know, I'm gonna head out here in just a few minutes. I got some things to do this afternoon, and then I'll be back, and we'll probably have a little stream this afternoon before fellowship, and then of course fellowship tonight. So they skinned already dead people. Exactly. That's how you don't get in trouble. Wearing the skins of the dead. See if what Texas Chainsaw, if Leatherface would have worn the skins of the dead already, he wouldn't have been in no trouble. It'd have been all good times. Could have wore all those skins, but he had to kill him first. Doesn't make sense, right? The skin is the most interesting part of an animal, for sure. Terry says the Ed Gein special. when you put that word together, Ed Gein, a dude, a guy I used to talk to, he had that as his PlayStation name, right? All one word though, Ed Gein, and I always thought it said Edgin. I never got Ed Gein from it until he told me one day. I was like, why is your thing called Edgin? Are you edging or something?" He's like, "What?" He's like, "Ed Gein, dude." I was like, "Oh, okay, I did not see that." Oh, Leatherface was based on him. Okay, gotcha. Nice. Amazing, you guys. All right. Oh no. What the? Come on, man. Put these up here to dry now. My drink is leaking, condensating, and got my little notes here wet. Wet notes. Got them wet notes. I just see ad gains. Oh, shit. I learned about Richard Speck through Ed Gain Netflix show. That's what I'll do too. Yeah. I don't know. I never saw it. I heard of it, but I have not seen it. Okay, coming. I'm dying here. All right, guys. All right, well, let's just go ahead and we'll wrap it up here, and we'll come back. We'll hang out with you guys. I think this afternoon. If not, definitely fellowship tonight. But I'll try and be back. And I think Keith wants to maybe we'll just do a little split stream and hang out with you guys, chat. Maybe we might play a game or do some work in the garage, or I got a million things I can do, or we might just chat. So either way, we'll come back. Jamie said, "I'm fascinated by serial killer minds. Wanted to be an FBI profiler when I was younger, but the whole drug phase probably would have disqualified me." Yeah, I understand. Nice, Jamie. Yeah. If you guys can make it to fellowship or to the other streams, it's fine. If not, man, that's why we do it all the time. You guys will make it back around. And even if you didn't come back for a year, um, wouldn't matter. Nothing wrong with that, you guys. And if you never come back at all, nothing wrong with that. But yeah, we'll constantly do it. It's for everybody. So you guys know the deal. So what time approximately? Fellowship, we always start right around between 9 and 10 US Central. So we may start it earlier than that occasionally, but I don't want to start it too early because man, I like going into the evening because it seems like there's just so many lost souls searching in that time. So Instead of going earlier, I just try and keep it. I tried to do it during the daytime a little more, and it just doesn't seem like we can still touch people there. But I think there's a lot more people doing it, and so there's a lot less people needing that moment than at night. So yeah, so sometime between 9 and 10, US, usually closer to 10, usually closer to 10, but it just depends. Good deal. Now do the math for me on Whitaker Family Time. Oh boy, where was that at? Are you Eastern? So what is that? Be between 10 and 11? Is that Whitaker Family Time? I don't want to interrupt your Whitaker Family Time, man. Yeah. You yeah, if you're if you're Eastern, then you're an hour and ahead. Yep. Yep. So it'll be sometime after 10 for you, between 10 and 11. So a little later. Again, we may start earlier at some time. I just already going for um 5 or 6 hours. So, it's tough. It's tough to keep going longer than that. Even though I want to, my mind wants to, my body wears down, so I have to give it rest. But yeah, cool, you guys. Keith says poker on Wednesdays, and that's all the time. That's all the time we have for the Whitaker family today. We'd like to thank you all for coming out and joining us. You guys stay safe and stay out of the hills. They do have eyes. We don't want you getting in there, getting stabbed, getting skinned. They will wear your skins, but 60% of the time, 100% of the time. Nice. All right, guys. I appreciate you, man. Jamie, Keith, Ken, everyone. Thank you guys so much. Viper, all you guys. Taran, thank you guys for coming out and hanging out with me. And we'll see you guys later on. All right. Much love. Peace.